Solar panels are a big part of what we hope to achieve as a green future. Solar panels on electric cars like the Lightyear 1 and the Aptera can let you drive thousands of miles a year without charging. So every dollar invested in it to break new barriers and increase its efficiency is crucial. Some of the investment of years ago is just paying off now. Scientists have just broken the record for solar panel efficiency, which might have major implications for the development of renewable energy in the future. Recent advances in perovskites and organic solar cells have shown that this isn't just hype. It's also a reflection of where things are now and where they're going to be 10 years from now. Solar energy is considered to be the OG of renewable energy sources because it offers an endless supply of energy that is simply ready to be captured. The tiny part of the energy from the sun that hits the Earth's surface in 1 hour is more energy than the world could use in 1 year. However, we can't harness all of that energy. Advances in science have illustrated over the years that we can achieve anything with enough innovation. Innovations of today were the discoveries of a decade ago, and that is where things are going. Although competing materials like copper, indium, gallium selenide, and cadmium telluride have emerged, they only account for a small portion of the market, or approximately 5%, making crystalline silicon the preferred material for many years. The fundamental cause of their low market share is the difficulty of producing them as effectively and inexpensively as conventional silicon-based solar panels. However, silicon isn't flawless. Cost and efficiency, which normally doesn't exceed 21 to 22% for the most popular panels, are also problems. It is also no secret that the extreme heat needed to remove impurities from silicon makes the process of creating solar panels a dirty one, which is why researchers and businesses have been seeking alternatives. One promising technology that provides simple manufacturing and highly efficient photovoltaics is perovskite solar cells. Even though we're seeing a decrease in silicon-based solar panel costs, we haven't seen significant efficiency improvements yet. But what if we could build panels using materials that aren't supply limited and with a more straightforward, lower carbon process, as well as achieving higher efficiencies at the same time? Perovskite solar panels have been promising that future for some time now, but where are they? And are they the future of solar panel technology? Let's explore perovskite solar panels and how they might energize our future. Silicon isn't perfect. It still has issues regarding cost as well as efficiency, which typically doesn't go above 21% to 22% for the top-selling panels. It's also no secret that making solar panels is a dirty business due to the intense heat required to remove impurities from silicon. So researchers and companies have been looking for alternatives. One promising technology that provides simple manufacturing and highly efficient photovoltaics are perovskite solar cells. Perovskites are a family of materials with a particular crystal structure, discovered by a German scientist, Gustav Rose, when he was traveling to Russia in 1839. Any type of material that has the same crystal structure as calcium titanium oxide is considered a perovskite. It wasn't until the 1950s that research and development on oxide perovskites grew, which included its use in fuel cells, glass ceramics, superconducting devices, and more. But it was only in 1999 that perovskites started being applied to solar cells. Researchers from the National Institute of Advanced Industrial Science and Technology from Tokyo announced that they've manufactured an optical absorption layer for a solar cell using a rare earth-based perovskite compound. After that, the new millennium came with extensive research on perovskite solar cells and new fabrication methods and materials. Perovskite has been the talk of the town of solar panels in the past few years. Advances in perovskites have shown huge potential, so we are going to take a look at the best advances here. Perovskite is a class of synthetic material that is unique in its crystalline structure. In general, they easily coat surfaces, which means that they can be used in cells on their own or in tandem with other technologies, like our existing crystalline silicon cells. When combined with silicon subcells, these perovskite semiconductors may produce energy from the sun's energy-dense blue spectrum, resulting in efficiency rates of up to 30%, compared to 25% in single-junction perovskite cells. Perovskites are designed to be the perfect material for any application because they are competitively efficient, thin, and light. Researchers have been eager to put them on the market because of this, but there have been some practical challenges with perovskites. One of perovskite's main obstacles is the durability issue, which is the first issue. Although the thin and light structure of perovskite cells is a benefit, it also means that they are fragile, which is not ideal for a substance that will be exposed to the harsh environment Mother Nature puts up, including rain, sun, hail, and everything in between. Before researchers could even get samples across the lab to be analyzed, they would break them. That is how fragile perovskites are. If the samples are too fragile to handle in the lab, they won't be able to survive real-world pressures like wind loading and twisting on the solar panel structure or in frequent hailstorms. Thankfully, they have advanced significantly since then. Organometallic compounds may be utilized as an additive to increase the stability, effectiveness, and lifetime of these cells. The improved cells passed the damp heat stability tests with flying colors and kept 98% of the cell's initial 25% power conversion efficiency rate after 1,500 hours of use. Additionally, researchers have been examining the positive and negative aspects of Perovskite's operation in greater detail. In May 2022, researchers from Okinawa Institute of Technology in Japan and Cambridge University employed imaging tools to examine the nanoscale structure of perovskite films, particularly when light actually struck the surface. They discovered nanoscopic trap clusters as one of the causes of perovskite's severe photodegradation issue. These are flaws in the substance that manifest as pockets after cell processing, which ultimately render the film less effective and more structurally brittle. Removing these efficiency-restricting carrier traps during manufacturing is the primary means of combating them, and this requires careful amplification of the structural and chemical design to make these adjustments large-scale friendly. For now, perovskites still have huge problems outside of laboratory testing, which makes them still a long way off from commercial use. This is mostly due to their fragile behavior in the field. The endurance is the issue, not necessarily the power, as both silicon and perovskite solar cells have established records above 25%. Unfortunately, perovskite cells in the field lose 10% of their efficiency after only a few months of operation. On the other hand, silicon cells can maintain 80% efficiency for up to 40 years. To achieve the 2 cents per kilowatt-hour target set by the U.S. Department of Energy's Solar Energy Technology Office for 2030, perovskite cells must endure at least 20 years in the field. The last significant barrier to the commercialization of perovskite solar panels will probably be manufacturing. We need funding to expand production and produce cells at a large scale, but funding won't become available until the scale-up appears to be realistic. The good news is that perovskites don't necessarily need to outperform silicon cells. They can also be used together with silicon cells, which consist of a silicon cell on top of a perovskite layer. Since the materials absorb various light wavelengths, complementary energy harvesting is possible. These recent solar advances may not be the most eye-catching to the average person, but they are a definite indication that solar energy still has more potential in the future. What are the real lessons that can be learned from these developments, and what does it all signify for the industry as a whole? Even if these undeniably cool advances are probably still a few years away from actually making an impact on the market, it's apparent where things are headed. Don't delay, though, if you're thinking of going solar for your house. Today's solar panels are effective enough to accomplish many of your home's needs. In a sense, waiting for the next big thing guarantees that you'll constantly be waiting because something better is always around the corner. If you like this video, hit the like button. Send us your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.